And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 8th. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Bush. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They'll try the right side with Bush. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Check the backer. Check the backer. Come on.
From the gun, Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's Campbell throwing on 1st down. He finds his man Johnson. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Campbell off play action. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Check 24. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Right, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On the run, it's Bush. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
You don't want no
Harrison Smith on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards.
Check 31.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it with Bush. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Go. I got motion. Magic. 5. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick: make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
55, Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
To throw on second down. Love. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Mike, 55. 55. And come on out here. Come get some.
To throw on third down. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 28-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Check, 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 check. Shift, shift. That's it. Look right.
Operating from the gun. Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Off the play fake. Campbell. Open here, Adam Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check. Watch 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
2nd and 5. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
22, Jet, cover. Jet, 22. Jet, cover. Get your swerve on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the run. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. He's checking. Okay. Spell. Scratch. Mike 55. I got one.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Love. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Packers. 1st down.
You're not ready.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Kill.
On 1st down, it's Bush. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Henry. 55. Hey. Check 55 for Mike. Hey, pick your game up. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Coming for you.
To throw on 2nd down. Love looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bush. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Hustle. Mike 55. I got it. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Go. It's game situation. Let's go. Mike. Boom. Check 55. Mike. Let's get the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. Bush. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off play action. Campbell. And he's going to go down again.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
That's their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Campbell looking to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Check 15, check 15. Swing, slant. Me.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball.
Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
No. Off. Hey. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Check 43.
On first down, it's Bush. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dillon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Check. Watch 54.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On second down now, it's Bush. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go again with Bush. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Alert 3. Check 99.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Vikings 12-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 3. He's coming. Double up. Check 4. Yup. Check.
On second down, it's Bush. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Bush. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Let's go.
Campbell now on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Ready? Shoot. He's coming. We got double up. Go. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Bush, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Mike 54. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check 24.
Check.
6. Rush in.
Looking to throw. Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get it? You think you gonna get this?
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Zoom.
On 4th down, Love. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Bush. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yo. Mike. On
4th down, Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
54, check. Watch 54. Nice, sweetheart.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Mike 54.
To throw is Campbell. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Campbell, operating from the gun. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5 on the ball. Get in the weight room.
Now Campbell throwing on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. This is Bush. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Mike 55! Mike 55! Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake. Campbell. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it with us.
Back to throw. Campbell. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick that his guys are going to take over.